Sponsored by Canadian Model Railroad.ca and by donations from patrons like you.
Further support provided by Frog and Diamond Hobby Work, largest little hobby shop in Winnipeg.
And now on with the show with your hosts, Peter and
Peter,
Joe.
what time it is?
It's train time. Episode
50,
Season
Season 5,
5.
February 2024.
That's right.
Well, today is a little bit different as far as video is concerned.
Yeah.
We got two videos. One is some moving of cars in the Alberta Railroad.
Alberta Railway Museum. Yeah.
And the other one is how they make the wheels for the cars at the steel mill.
Yes.
Now, none of the videos have commentary.
No.
So
No.
we'll make some for you guys and see what happened. So now, let's go to the Alberta Museum. Well, this video was produced by people at the Alberta Railway Museum. They've been sent to us by your brother Ivan.
Yes, and he said he had to. He got bumped back to brakeman because they had an engineer that wanted to run their F unit who was in his 80s. So my brother got bumped back to brakeman.
Okay, 9,000, a couple more. One big one to a stop.
One biggie to a stop.
And that'll do when you get her stopped.
That's stopping.
Okay, just hang tight, we'll set some brakes. Okay, 9,000, you want to pull it ahead, well, let's bring it in about 6 cars.
Bringing ahead about 6 cars.
So you see him on the tail end there.
Yeah, I guess the moving cars, but right now they are on 80-pound per foot rails.
I think they're on 80 pound. And of course they acquired this new CN locomotive.
Yes.
It is much heavier. So
About 3 more to go.
3 to go.
Two more. Last one.
we don't know when they're going to have to do some upgrading, but it sounds like they're going to have to do some upgrading on
And that'll do 9,000 when you get her stopped. Okay, let's tie her down.
Hang her down. Strict the tires as they're arriving.
Their trackage in order to run this. So
Yeah, I think they will go with 100 pound per foot on the rail,
yeah,
but it might be sooner than later.
yeah, yeah.
So
So yeah, they ran their F unit 9,000 and did some switching of cars
and they had the switcher also that they got there.
Yeah.
That is on that video.
yeah,
So things happening at the Alberta Railroad Museum.
yeah.
So
They had some mild weather like we've had, so they fired it up and
it's the right time at that point to do some work. There's
Yeah.
no doubt.
yeah.
Two cars, 9,000. 9,000, two cars. One car, 2001. Okay, hold it there. 10,000 stopping. Looking good, 1,000, 9,000, one car. One car, 9,000. Half a car. Half. That'll do, that'll do.
Anyway, folks, now let's go to the photo of the month.
Enjoy.
showing a video of what we're doing right now with the Fraser River on
Yes.
the layout upstairs.
Yeah, you're busy doing buildings for Winnipeg, and I'm working on the Fraser River. And,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's we're baby steps. We're getting there.
Well, right now you're doing some plastering on the river and the river beds and so on, and you have done the end where the river starts.
Yep. And we've had to build up the firm mountain where the lift out is, so that
Right.
we'll eventually have to do some scenery blending there. But yeah, right now it's and we're using the same technique that we've used all the way along with the cardboard strip webbing and then the tin foil over
Yes.
top, and it's working out quite well.
Then the plaster cloth, and then became the painting with the drywall mud.
Yep.
You know, so which will require a lot because the bottom of the river have to be very well sealed.
Yes.
You know, so that when we put the epoxy in there, it remain there, not going underneath the layout.
I think there will probably do 4 coats anyway.
Oh, at least, yeah. Well, we had a request about that's a little while ago about how they were doing the wheels for the trains. So I found a video where you see how they make the wheels, at the steel mill. The process starts like any others as far as steel is concerned, with billets and so on, and they're hammered down by a very heavy press, and they form the wheel slowly. As you can see during the video, is quite a few different process. At one point they punched a hole, so that they can get into the axle and so on. And all the steel that they do not use when they form those wheels, they reuse,
remelt, yes,
and remill. Now, that is one way of doing the wheels. Some other manufacturer do it somewhat different with mold.
Yes.
Like here in...
I think in Winnipeg, Griffin Steel may still use the mold
to do the wheels.
Yes. But I'm not sure, but I think that's their method.
Well, it is...
and it's kind of nice because we have a local operation here in Winnipeg that does make wheels, so it's...
Well, it'd be nice if we had the chance to go and film it, but I don't think it will happen.
That's hard to say.
Regardless, when you look at how the tampering is done and so on, and the work conditions and so on, as of today in 2024, the method has not really changed.
No.
It still remains the same. So that's how they do the wheel. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Yes.
Well, as usual, Peters, we are into the outro and
Yes.
the comments of the month.
Yes. And by the time this video is released, you're going to be a year older.
Yeah, we'll be an old geezer. So, not necessarily a rivet counter, but an old geezer. So, and, well, our schedule is a little bit different lately.
Yes.
But things are somewhat in place. March, well, we're still looking for having some new content coming in. We hope. The last video was very popular.
Yes.
We thank you viewers, to be so loyal to our little podcast.
Yes, and we welcome comments.
Oh yeah, which is rare. So I will say it's probably like news. No news, good news.
Yeah.
No comments.
Yeah, no comments.
Well,
We're
people
doing
satisfied.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I also encourage you guys to go and visit our sponsor,
Yes.
the Frog and Diamond.
Yes, he just did 2 more locomotives for me.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I think I've got 2 more that I might take to him to have
It's good.
decoders put in, but we'll wait and see.
Well, I was planning on going at the Frog and Diamond last week, and it got so crazy around here that I didn't have the chance to do. It's like right now, I don't even have the chance to be in the studio in my regular hours.
Well,
So I use the Monday night and the Friday night quite busy for me.
yes, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We have right now 4 building for the downtown of Winnipeg already done.
Yeah.
Working on the 5th one, and then there's 2 more to go. They all come from the Cornerstone CD
Kits, yeah.
scene, which technically is older kits. I don't know if they are in the market now, but I will say that those kits, Peter, are not as challenging as I was hoping them to be.
Well, I don't know what you're doing with them is. I mean, you've got a hell of a lot of detail on them. So.
Well, I got to work with the color because of the lighting inside of the building.
Yeah.
But the kit by itself is not really challenging. What is challenging then is the electrical and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Though, is some other building that will go into the Winnipeg that would be assembled in a totally different way than what is expected in the box.
Yeah.
But those one, you cannot really do that unless you got 2 of the same kit, then you can do some modifications, but I got only 1 kit of each.
Yeah.
So, I suppose and I hope that I would be starting in the woods, scratch-built cabins for our Aikenknees Lakes resort.
Yeah. We have 2 float planes.
Yes, they are there and they're waiting. So right now they're probably stuck on the ice and but the cabins got to be done. We had some visitor who came into the layout that were related to Burton Falls. It was the niece of Frank Burton, for which the Burton Falls are named after. He does have a lake somewhere in northwest Manitoba named after him. Because he was a vet. He lost his life in Newfoundland, and he's buried in Newfoundland. So from the World War II. So they were quite amazed to see that we had thought about that.
But that, we've done that all the way along with CMR. We've got dedications to different people.
Oh yes, we do.
Yeah.
Past and present, and we also always emphasize in November about people having a cenotaph or a memorial for our vets in their layout. So this and the Burton Fall is very appropriate. Another thing that will happen is on the area where you're working right now, where's the Fraser River, on the higher level, where's the CP line, is some place before the tunnel where we'll see a bunch of little white crosses that would be put in there.
Yes, we want to dedicate a cemetery to all the lives that were lost, especially the Chinese rail workers that lost their lives constructing
right.
the CPR. Yeah.
One of the comments that been made by people who have visited the CMR layout was the attention to the details, to the place where the scenery were done, and the number of stories that were included into the layout, which I can say that when you build a layout, if you build a layout where you have a story to base yourself upon and build through those stories, all the other little story within, make a layout so much more interesting.
Yeah. Because when you do have visitors, and we're not open to the public, but we have had a couple of tours of like your relatives for sure,
Yeah.
and
People that you know.
and people that I know, and you got to meet. By invitation, we've done some tours, and like you say, the comments about the attention to detail and the storylines behind each kind of section is pretty amazing to some
Well,
of
it's
our
very
visitors.
satisfying,
Yeah.
because you know at that point that you have achieved something.
Mhm.
And especially when you got some people who look at some scene and they say, you know what, I feel at home. I saw that place somewhere.
Yeah.
That happened with my brothers and sisters.
Yes.
When they look at the Quebec area that we have, and they were pretty amazed about what was there, and they were familiar with the area. So at that point, even if you're not 100% prototypical, as they call it, that you have achieved something.
Well, you strike a note with people that are looking at it, and whether it's like you say with your brothers and sisters that recognize that area, or it's something triggers their memory that it's very similar to somewhere where they've been either in their childhood or whatever. So it's nice to kind of strike that note with them that
Well, I didn't have that experience before, but I had heard through people about how happy they were that some people were relating to some scene that they had on their layout. And how satisfactory it was to them until it happened to us. That really, to me, is probably the optimum of modeling.
yes, yeah.
I've been trying to get some video made, on how to and so on, for the beginners, for the people who are starting, that are a little bit scared about modeling or scratch building and that type of thing. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time yet. So, it's not out of my mind, Peter. It will happen, but I don't know when.
Your mind is occupied with other things.
Well, right now, yes, it is. So, I want to re-emphasize to you viewers how happy we are, to see you come in and watch our videos and so on. I encourage you to comment, and I encourage you also to send us some raw video that we can feature your work. This podcast is not only about CMR, as you noticed through the years. It's about sharing with the viewer the work of others. Right? So feel free to send us some of your videos. We appreciate, to be able to share with you.
Yes, if you send stuff in, we'll try and get it on the show as fast as we can.
Yes.
We do have stuff kind of scheduled on the program, but send us comments, send us videos of your layouts, photos of your layouts, whatever.
Now, I do not want to divulge anything I don't know yet, but Frog and Diamonds right now, in the basement of the store, the basement is getting totally redone. So maybe something will happen in there.
Yeah, we'll
So-
keep you posted.
We'll keep you posted as we find out.
Yes.
So, till then, we'll see you in episode 51 for
Yes.
March.
Happy modeling.
And don't be shy and don't be scared to scratch build and do models.
Yes,
you know,
and send us your comments, videos, photos.
and show us your progress.
Yes.
Till then, have a good month.
Happy modeling.